Atleti, hey, Lowkey, they can win it. They might win it. They could win it. Like, I'm looking at Atleti and they, bro, this is the first time I hate watched so far this season for any Atleti game. I've been watching most Atleti games, but I've never actually watched with the intention to hate watch. Today I woke up and I said to myself, my brother, I cancelled plans just to watch today's game. 1 p.m. midday, straight afternoon. I was like, nah, I'm hate watching against Getafe. It was a boring game. They missed a lot of chances, but I'm not here to talk about the game itself. I'm just here to talk about Atleti's chances to win the league. Is it possible? It is possible. Is it possible? It is. It didn't look possible start of the season because let's not forget, yeah, Atleti start of the season, they weren't good. They weren't good. They weren't. Look at them. Bro, we were talking about Atleti maybe going through one of the worst starts. Like, look at that. At one point, they barely won. They barely won. They lost against Benfica. And look at this stretch. They lost against Lille and lost against Betis. And everyone was saying, yo, Simeone, is it time to say goodbye? Julian, is it time to be called a flop, Solov, and all of those things? And it was kind of true because Atleti they spent a lot of money, they spent a lot of cash, which they usually do. Like, Atleti is not known to be the team that's stingy. They love to spend money every single summer. They are amongst that top 10 teams in terms of spending, in terms of income. But of course, this time around, they spent it on two players, the likes of Solov and Julian. Both of them were combined 120 million. And they signed, of course, Ruben de Lomond, who got injured, but that was the only defensive reinforcement. And for Atleti, if you guys have been paying attention to Atleti over the past couple of years, they aren't the team that you look at them and say, oh, they are that defensive team. They park the bus, X, Y, and Z. Bro, over the past 3 years, they've scored more goals than anyone else. Diego Simeone is now considered, for me, an attacking manager. He's not one that will just park the bus, X, Y, and Z. Nah, bro. He's scoring goals for fun. They signed Gallagher. Still, beginning of the season, there were still question marks. What is the best midfield? But the reason, I'm going to tell you exactly what changed. I'm going to tell you exactly what changed. And I'm going to tell you exactly whether I realistically think they can be part of the title challenge. And initially, they were losing. Look at this. Initially, things weren't going well for them. Rayo, away from home. Bear in mind, the game against Celta Vigo, which I watched, look at the minute which they scored a goal. They scored in the goal, 89 minute. Bilbao, that was a game against Bilbao. Where's the Bilbao game? Bilbao, 93rd, 94th? 92nd minute, Korea. Game against Real Sociedad. They were very, very, very lucky. Yes, Alvaro scored with the first second of the game with a great assist by Griezmann, that backheel assist. But my brother, Sociedad had them on smoke. They kept attacking. And there was question marks about them, whether they can maintain it, whether they're going to drop. But what changed? They lost against Benfica, got smoked against Benfica, lost against Lille. And if they had lost against Paris Saint-Germain, it's done. It's GG. What changed for them is when they brought and when the person came back into the starting 11. And that is, I said it, if you guys remember, the SDS, and we had to pick our best three midfielders so far this season. I said it is no other than the man himself, Pablo Barrios. He is the focus point in terms of Atleti's midfield. Back in the day, it used to be Koke, Gabi, Aratola, Saul. Back in the before he went to Chelsea and became shit. Rodri, if you guys remember, had that one season over there. Pablo Barrios is the next big thing. I said it last year when I made a video in terms of 10 players to watch, beginning of last season, of he is the person to watch. And this season, Gallagher came in, Llorente was a right back last season, Azpilicueta came in. What is he going to be changing? Are they going to be playing Pablo Barrios? Initially, he got injured, but when he came back, and when Atleti start picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all of those 11, it includes the man himself, Pablo Barrios, who, in my opinion, is the game changer. Look at this. Start 11 games. Those are the 11 games. Bear in mind, this is 11 games in La Liga only. Look at this. Ever since he came back, They have started to win. And ever since, look at this. August, this is when he started. They won. They were having fun. Then he got injured the whole September. Didn't play a single game. And when he came back, this is when everything changed for Pablo Barrios. He became the star man. He became the man which controls Atleti's midfield. Let's be real, yeah? When you look at Atleti, when you look at that team, the biggest question mark is, of course, the back line. They're relying on Alex Witsel, Azpilicueta, Jimenez, Lenglet. He's been, to be fair, he's been decent over the past couple of games. Robert de Lamar got injured. Galan, someone who La Liga fans know very well from Celta Vigo. But you look at that, you don't look at with like, oh wow, that's a great back line. You look at them in midfield, they've got so many options. De Paul, Llorente, Gallagher, Riquelme, of course, on the left-hand side. Lino is more as a wing on the left-hand side. But you look at that midfield, and none of them gives you the reassurance that 1, 2, 3 aren't really controllers, aren't really players that can control a midfield by themselves. They're workhorses. Kirke, he's getting to the age where, again, their greatest ever midfielder, but he's getting to the age, my brother, put the fries in the bag. Put the dolma in the bag. Saudi Arabia's calling. But Pablo Barrios is the only man that can do the job for them. And when he got introduced, well, that's the reason why they start winning games. It helped as well, having no other than Antoine Griezmann, who's been playing on a crazy form over the past pretty much couple months. Finally, Julian Alvarez woke up. The person which they spent so much money on, he's finally now managed. It took him about, a month and a half to score his first goal. And since then, he's been doing very well. Solif, the expectation is still on him to score goals. He hasn't really hit, but today's goal is a massive goal for Getafe when, of course, they beat Getafe 1-0. And now let's talk about it. Can they win La Liga? La Liga this season, everyone, when they came into the expectation to start the season, it was Real Madrid to lose. It was Real Madrid to lose, especially with Mbappe coming in. They won last season. Real Madrid should be winning La Liga. Everyone had the same thoughts. Of course, Hansi Flick came in. No one really had any sort of expectation. I mean, Barcelona fans didn't really have high expectations of Hansi Flick. 3 months in, look what Hansi Flick did. The expectation then changed. Barca's to lose. Barca was 9 points ahead any other team, whether that's Madrid or Atleti. Especially then when Atleti had the poor form in September, when they started dropping points, drawing, losing. The loss against Betis basically said, yo, we're out. Forget us. We're this season, let's try and get top 4. The question marks was about Simeone, whether he's going to be lasting. There are so many question marks. But then Barca's form started to decline in November. 3 games in La Liga, they couldn't win a single game. They lost 2. Real Madrid, it's the same. We start drawing games. Bilbao, Rayo. And even before that, we weren't convincing. We weren't good. But when Barca bottles, Real Madrid wins. When Real Madrid bottles, Barca's doing well. When Barca bottles, Real Madrid does well. When Real Madrid bottles, so both teams, both Real Madrid and Barca, bro, the last month, it's basically, yo, do you want La Liga? Nah, I'm good. Do you want La Liga? Nah, I'm good. And there's a team behind, which no one is looking at. Everyone still thinks they are the same team from what? From September. And they're slowly creeping around. And hey, they are. Literally the same points as Barcelona. The most informed team, not just in Spain, Europe, the whole world. Atleti is now on a 14. Let's count it together. They are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games winning streak. Bro, 11 games. And if you look at the next fixtures, Barcelona is the decider. You're looking at not decider as in the league is done, but I think this game is really going to tell a lot of things. It's really going to be a massive telling point in terms of where Atleti really stands. Because, of course, they beat the likes of PSG away from home. They beat the likes of Sparta Prague 6-0. They beat the likes of Seville. Coming back, they've done we came back from behind and winning, and they've done the convincing wins. They beat Real Valladolid. They beat Getafe, a mid-low block team. They've done it. All their wins, all their 11 wins, has been a combination of so many different wins. They're convincing wins. We're suffering, but we're still winning. They're massive, the domination. And you know what? 1-0, 2-0, that's it. And now the game against Barcelona, they're playing Barcelona at a perfect time, because Barcelona isn't really playing at the level which they did a couple months ago. Barcelona, from August to pretty much November, end of October, they looked at unbeatable. There was question marks whether they can actually, they can win the league now. Now they can win the league. But then they went down. Real Madrid, this whole season, it's been up and down, up and down, and up and down. And then Carlo Ancelotti had so many chances to walk away with the league. Walk away. Barcelona gave us gifts, bro. Barcelona, what? You celebrate Eid? My brother? Eid Mubarak. What, Carlo? You celebrate Christmas? Merry Christmas. What? You celebrate anything? Diwali, my brother. Bro, Barca was gifting us. Sociedad, they couldn't beat them. Celta Vigo, they couldn't beat them. Las Palmas at home, they lost. They were gifting us points. But we couldn't take advantage of it. What? The loss against Bilbao? Draw yesterday against Rayo? Bro, unacceptable. But are you surprised? At the same time, are you surprised? Let me just give you the reason why I've made this video now and not before when Atleti was still good. I'm looking at Atleti and I'm looking at a team where they've got Simeone. I'm looking at our team, we've got Carlo Ancelotti. Yes, the man who won us 3 Champions League. I should be forever grateful. 3 Champions League, 2 La Liga trophies, X, Y, and Z. You guys are still, I mean, if you guys are aware, you guys are aware. If you guys are not aware, my brother, this is the same team. This is the same manager who, in his 28 years of management, 28 years, by the way, more than anyone. I mean, hey, some of you guys are unks. Don't look at me. If you guys are unks, embrace the unk. Hey, embrace being an uncle, my brother. Bro, us young bucks, we need to stick together. 21-year-old, yo, come here, man. 21-year-old gang, yeah. Bro, 28 years of management, and this brother has never, ever, never, N-E-V-E-R, never, ever retained a La Liga trophy, a Champions League trophy. Forget La Liga, forget Champions League. Never retained a trophy in his career. So what? When we won La Liga and Champions League, when everyone was thinking, oh, Real Madrid, Mbappe, my brother, we've got a manager who's never ever retained it. When you think of that, what reassurance does it give you? And now you look at it, every game where he doesn't know what he's doing in game management, the lineups, and you look at Barcelona, they don't know what they're doing sometimes. Is it Lamine Yamal only? Why is Omar not stepping up? Why is Lewa now going on a couple games? Okay, yes, he scored every now and then, but why is he not involved as much? And why is he being a bit isolated? Are we only relying on Rafinha? Is it when Casado goes down, what happens to this team? When Pedri goes down, what happens to this team? Is Frankie and Gavi the actual replacement? Oh, shit. Kunde, bro, what's wrong with you? Barca's now having those own question marks. Real Madrid has got their own question marks. And you've got a team who is just, bro, silently doing their own thing. And look at what they're doing. Look at the form which they are. And look at the table where they are. And my brother, Atleti are title contenders. And I think the game against Barcelona will tell us a lot of things. And even after Barcelona, I look at the form after Barcelona, Osasuna, Leganes. The fortunate thing as well for them is that they're not part of the Super Cup. The Real Madrid and Barcelona both are going to Saudi Arabia at the beginning of Jan. They're not going to Saudi Arabia. They've got a week off to rest, to compose themselves, to maintain. Both Madrid and Barcelona are going to Saudi Arabia, and both of them are expected to win the semi-finals, which means they will stay extra days in Saudi Arabia, which means they'll be spending at least 5 days in Saudi Arabia, whereas this team will be resting, chilling, spending time with their family, re-strengthening themselves for the second half of the season. Because trust me, if you look at this run after Barcelona, look at this. Osasuna, Leganes, Villarreal, Mallorca, and then Real Madrid. If they manage to win the next 5, forget Barcelona, if they manage to win the next 5 games, then I'm telling you right now, Atleti ain't no joke. But a part of me, hey man, I'm a hater. You know me, I'm a hater. If it's not us, if we don't win it, and if Atleti doesn't win it, my brother, allow Barcelona, give me Athletic Bilbao, bro. Give me Bilbao winning it. But at the moment, despite what anyone says, it's not a two horses team. My brother, this is looking like, you know what this reminds me of? The last time Atleti won the league, if you guys remember well, Suarez going to Atleti when he was the reject, when Barca didn't want him, he goes there, they win. But how did they win it that season? Go flashbacks, my guy. Barca was thinking it. Madrid was doing well initially. And then Atleti, behind the scenes, second half of the season came in, and look what happened. And I think right now, it's giving us the same exact vibe. Put down in the comments what you guys think. If you actually think they can do it, and let's see what happens. Because trust me, the game on Sunday, Barca game on Saturday, Barca and Atleti, damn, that game is going to be massive. And trust me, I'll be here to watch both teams.